everyone, this is Dawn Grabowski, and thank you once again for tuning into another episode of Life in Limbo. As many of you may know, I've wanted to be an actor since I was 6 years old, and that was discussed in a previous webisode. But I don't think people understand how much I love movies and television and why I wanted to be an actor so badly. See, when I was a little kid, growing up with a disability, I didn't have very many friends. So when I watched television or saw a feature film, I could escape into the world. And the characters became my friends. I just loved that opportunity. And if I didn't like what I saw, I just had the ability to change the channel. And don't you wish life could be that easy? If you were having a difficult day, that you could just change the channel and watch something else or just get out of the situation. But when I was a little kid, I watched television incessantly. I knew the days of the week by what was on television. For example, I knew Tuesday nights was Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Three's Company, Too Close for Comfort, and Heart to Heart. See, when I was a young person, I watched the United Cerebral Palsy Telethon. As a person with CP, I always tried to be supportive of the organization. And at the time, the national chairman was a gentleman by the name of John Ritter. John Ritter's had a show called Three's Company that came out. And I was a little kid, and I watched, caught up on all the episodes, and that's how I first got introduced to an amazing man who was my childhood idol, my mentor, and my friend. I was very lucky. I didn't have to deal with social media when I was growing up, but it was still difficult to grow up as a child with a disability when you're the only child with a disability in the whole entire school. Everybody knows your name because you're the kid on crutches, but you don't really have that many friends. So by watching Three's Company, I was able to escape into a world and be able to laugh for that half hour. That was what got me through my childhood. And that was the impetus of why I wanted to be an actor. Because movies and television are such an extraordinary experience. And we as actors and writers and directors and creative people have extraordinary ability to make the opportunity to change people's lives. Because art is so powerful. I want my art to matter. I want my life to matter. And that's one of the reasons why that I'm always pushing myself and doing different projects. I want people to know that this is how I express myself, and hopefully some of my experiences can have a positive influence on somebody else. With the theme of the web series, Life in Limbo, I wanted to talk about how interesting and how difficult it is. As a person with a disability, I'm working in pretty much an able-bodied industry. They have very specific ideas about the way they think people should look and what they think disability is. And it's quite frustrating at times and quite humorous at times, and I've learned how to make jokes about it. And you know, growing up, Twister was my favorite game because I felt like I had a head start and a leg up. 1 foot on blue, 1 foot on yellow without moving. I've been doing that my whole life. But for example, when I go into audition for a woman with a disability, they tell me that I'm not disabled enough. But yet they'll hire an able-bodied actor to portray a person with a disability, and they win Oscars. Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything is the latest example. Now, I have nothing against Eddie. I think he's a fantastic actor. But think about this, people. He got an Oscar, and he got a standing ovation, but he's an able-bodied person playing a person with a disability. But when I go in to audition for a woman with a disability, they tell me that I'm not disabled enough. But they say, but Dawn, you're so inspiring. Really? I got news for you, people. Inspiring doesn't pay the bills. Have you ever tried to write inspiring on your W-2 form? I have. It actually doesn't work. Just get you audited. Once again, going back to Life in Limbo, I live in a world where disability doesn't want to be embraced in the realistic way and more in a superficial way or more in a phony way, although this is Hollywood and we're in smoke and mirrors, versus the reality of this is an example of what a disability looks like. And this is a beautiful, talented, sexy woman with a disability, but Hollywood doesn't always see me like that. Whatever it is you might be fighting to break free from.
Use your voice, your passion,
your skill. So just something to think about. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. And if you would like to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And as always, this is a judgment-free zone, so please comment, because your comments will help create web episodes down the road. And by talking and communicating, I believe that we can all make a difference, hopefully in a fun and entertaining way. Thank you so much.